Rubber Ducky's back with another episode of Close Combat 2. This is part 72 of the Axis campaign. We're getting down to the final stand here as we kick off day 8, so click the subscribe button and follow along to find out how this one ends. Every subscriber helps, and I'm closing in on 400, so take a moment and do your part.
September 24th. Field Marshal Model increases the effectiveness of his battalions by restructuring them to include both armor and supporting infantry. In addition, 45 Tiger II tanks arrived from Germany to join the assault on Oosterbeek and 30 Corps. Unable to negotiate freely on the soft land with their 68-ton bulk, they lay down deadly fire from the perimeter. Supported by Jagdpanther tanks, Battalion Jungwirth cuts the Allied corridor in Kevering. Portions of 30 Corps are trapped on the narrow road south of the blockade and are heavily damaged by the tank assault and artillery shelling.
Day 8 is upon us, and I need to take more complete approach to resupply this time around. We were pushed out of Nijmegen Bridge simply because of poor supply and no available reinforcements, so I can't make that mistake again. So for Eindhoven sector, the only option is Veghel, but we do know we need it there because things are getting heated. In Nijmegen sector, we have low supply across the board. So even though we'll have fewer points per operation, I think I need to take resupply at all 3 locations. This would go from 34 to 67. Oh, 36 to 67. But we can't not have supply down here. So I think what's going to end up happening is we're just going to split it across all of them, get a little bit more supply, and 5 more points in each location. Same up here in Arnhem. We've only got 2, so this would go from 30 with 11 points, and it'd take us to 60 with 21. So I think we're going to have to do 5 and 5, and we'll jump 18% instead of 30. But that's still more than the 15% I would have expected since it was splitting the requisition points in half. Either way, I think this is the way we're going to go. It's still not great. We're still under 50% supply, but it is better than what we were looking at. It looks like we're starting day 8 in the south with Brunner back at Veghel Bridge. We'll be freshly resupplied with 14 requisition points, and we also still have our Mark III from the previous battle. We also know that the Allies had armor here in the last fight, and they'll likely be fully reinforced after the overnight ceasefire. Now keep in mind we do own the map, and we have the opportunity to blow the bridge and force 30 Corps to take the time to construct a Bailey Bridge. However, I did work really hard to get back here, so I don't want to just give the map back and blow the bridge. But at the same time, it may come to that. It will delay the Allies dramatically, and I cannot express how important that may become, so we're keeping all options on the table for this one. We're light on infantry with 2 MG42 squads and a single reserve. We have the Mark III, and we've gotten it done in the last fight with Brunner and the tank, but just remember, we did have some help at the beginning when the Allied armor attacked, so I don't want to forget their contribution early in the fight. We are going to need another vehicle, and the last time I took a Puma, it was pointed out that there's a cheaper armored car with a 2cm autocannon that would be more effective against infantry. So if we could find that one, I'd like to give it a try. I've never used it. If I recall, the Puma was 15 points, and we can afford that, so anything less than that will just be awesome. So there's the Puma for 15, and we're looking at a medium half-track 16, light half-track 15. Keep going down. Come on. There we go. Oh, where we go? Oh, here we go, right here. 2cm, 12 points. There's one available. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do, because our other options to take like a machine gun half-track or something, but that's only going to be good against infantry, and it's going to be probably too lightly armored. But having an autocannon, in case we have to put some explosive rounds down range, it's probably the better way to go, especially if there's hordes of them. So we've got the whole map, but we don't actually care about what's right of the bridge. So I do want to hold back a little bit and play this more cautiously. We're going to assume they have armor, so we don't want to just be sitting there waiting to get shot, because they might even have up to 6 tanks. Like, we've got 1. The question is where to put these. I want this and the tank protected from anything that comes across. The reserve kind of back here holding the farm. And then if you think back to the very beginning, I held the building that's kind of bombed out. Where's Brunner? Let's see. He's got 1,000 rounds. All right. So I held this building. So we're going to put a machine gun here as long as he can shoot out of it. Yep. And then up at this crossroad, I had the other machine gun team, which is where I'm going to put Brunner's squad. I don't want him to get mortared immediately because, you know, we're trying to preserve his life. So we'll hide them there, and as they get to the bridge, that's when we'll engage them. But the armor, I want hidden until we can see that they've got tanks and where they are. Okay, all quiet so far. Oh, we're going to have the bridge available to blow immediately. Our first time here, we had to wait like 12 minutes or something, so that's kind of nice. I still, that's not my go-to. I don't want to do it. It's tempting, but I don't want to do it. So I think we're going to sit tight. We're going to wait and watch the flags, see if they start approaching, and then try and do what we've done in the past, where we bottle them up on the bridge with machine gun fire. In this case, also, we're going to have the auto cannon. We'll have the tank, but maybe we can do something to stop them from just rushing across it. We've got more firepower here than we ever had before, so I'm hoping that this will work okay. Oh, there they are. Shermans. This is not a great start. I kind of expected the infantry to move first. That's just too many tanks. I'm going to blow the bridge and stop the Achilles, and we'll just take it from there. Nope, bridge failed to blow. I guess that's not going to work. We have another minute. We're going to have to do it. He's coming right at the armored car. We're going to have to move the car back, tank up. Get back, get back. Okay, the infantry's shooting. They see Brunner's team. Okay, get the Achilles right there. Right in the rear. Rear shot. Miss. Uh-oh. Okay, he's coming back. And they got a Sherman there. Get the Achilles, come on. MG42, Panzerfaust. Sherman's dead, okay. Achilles is dead. Can we get the AVRE too? Put him on defend. We're going to move the autocannon back up to engage. Yeah, gun down their team. We're fine with that. Don't let them get away. Oh, no. MG42's having a bad day with the AVRE. Pull him back immediately. They got 2 casualties, it looks like. We got 1 man left in that MG42 squad. That's why Brunner's team was not in that building. Alright, tree's kind of blocking him a little bit, but if he stays there, we can get him. Alright, we're backing up. We're probably going to lose line of sight. Come on. Yes! Alright, AVRE down. I'm moving the tank up. We know we got 2 Shermans still to deal with. And then any infantry, we've got the autocannon for. Alright, Sherman, right there. Move up to 234. I don't know. He just needs to get somewhere he can see on the road. They got Piets crawling up on us. He can't see. Why does he have no line of sight? I wonder if it's a height thing. Whoa. Miss. There we go. Now we got line of sight. Stay put. Defend. Sherman. Keep moving up. Piets getting close. We got to target them. Nope. Come on, Sherman. Alright. The 234 got the Piet team. If we can knock out this... There we go. We got the Sherman. So they have 1 more Sherman for us to deal with, I think. I see 2 burning Shermans. Did they only have 4 tanks? Achilles, AVRE, and 2 Shermans? Maybe. I do hear mortars, so they've got at least 1 mortar team. Alright. 234 is actually holding down the bridge pretty well. I'm going to move the single machine gun team back up to help engage. They have made it across, and we've fought them off. So I'm liking this approach. We also might have to move Brunner up a little bit. I hate to do it, but we might need more firepower. We still have basically the full amount of ammo in the MG42 squad, so when he kind of runs out, that might be more of our idea to bring Brunner to the front. For right now, though, like between the machine guns on the tank and the 234, we're having a good time. Alright, I thought he was shooting at us, but that was a smoke shot. Alright, they're getting close. They're getting ready to crawl across the bridge. But they're getting to a spot, too, where we can actually target them. Machine gun's almost in place. Yeah, he's got 936 rounds, so we'll just put him on full auto and let him go crazy on these guys. Piet. Alright, they did make it across the bridge. Ad hoc rifle. Alright, move him down into this field. Make sure that there's nobody else down there. MG42 is doing his thing. If he sees him, he shoots him. Alright, I don't want to get too close to the ad hoc rifle because he could destroy us, but we do need to find him. Assault. Oh my god, so many bodies. So many bodies. I can't find that ad hoc rifle that made it across the bridge. So I don't know if he's crawled back or if we just don't see him. Alright, get back across there. This is seriously the perfect choke point. Alright, bazooka squad.
Pick up your weapon.
Either we got them or they moved and we've lost sight of them. I hate to get too close to the front, but at the same time, like, we need a slightly better angle to the bridge. Alright. They have sort of stopped trying to get across, I think. Might let them run through their mortars for another minute or two. Oh, they got him! That's why Brunner's squad wasn't there. It's time to move them there, but oh, that's kind of a bummer. He was doing some good work. I mean, look at that. We have been wrecking them. Okay, Brunner's almost back into cover. I'm going to move him all the way up. Well, maybe not. They're still actually hitting that building with mortars. All right, new plan is I'm going to hold him at the farm for a minute as the mortars die down. Oh, okay. There was a bazooka there. He got killed by the secondary. I'm going to hold Brunner at the farm, and then as the mortars die down, then we can pull him up. But I don't know if they're going to make another concentrated attack at the bridge. They just don't really have it. New plan for the tank. We're going to come down here. One, we're going to sweep this side, make sure they're not here. But also, we can do a loop around and make sure that if there's anybody we can see across the river, we can put some shots on them. I want to get across the bridge. I'm actually kind of eager to just take the bridge and push across and find these mortarmen, but I do want to be careful. We don't have so much going for us that we can afford to lose our only tank. So we're going to be a little cautious. Do this sweep. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and cross the bridge and see where they are. I don't think... I'm wondering, like... That one bazooka team was underneath the tank, right? Like, he was sitting there, and... I'm wondering if there's actually still troops right behind that hedgerow. Oh, I guess I can move the tank. Right behind the hedgerow that we're not looking at. So let's get the tank back up here. I kind of got off on a tangent thinking there and forgot that the tank was doing a thing. But if the troops are behind the hedgerow, we need to be a little bit careful when we cross because we're going to be very vulnerable at that close range. I don't know if I send the armored car first, but then if I do send the armored car first, he's really susceptible. You know, at least with the tank, they'd have to actually have a good hit with either an AT weapon or like a gammon grenade or something. So maybe I use the 234 to cover and I just push the tank across as quick as I can and we hope for the best. There's a guy, see? Oh. That's got to be the separated ad hoc that we saw earlier. He's been hanging out and hiding on the hedgerow. Get him. Get him. Yep, we got him. Okay. I am going to move the armor car first, I decided. I'm a little too nervous. We've seen 2 people show up that we did not know were there. So I don't want to lose the tank. I don't want to lose the armor car either. But even though he's a little bit more susceptible to the small arms fire, I would rather put him across the bridge first and find out if there's resistance before we send the tank. If there is, you know, just mortars or something small like that, like a rifle squad, I think he can handle it with the autocannon and the machine gun. So I just as soon see him go across and get some points and, you know, see what we can do with it. And I guess that way I'll also know kind of what it's
Yes,
capable of. I've
SPP.
never used this unit before. So if we lose it, then I can at least see where the limit is. I really wish he would just floor it across that bridge. All right, he's going in here. Just get him all the way in there. Oh, there we go. 81 millimeter mortar. Let's get Brunner. Nope. As soon as we opened up, they'd had enough. I would not have expected that. Based on the way this fight started, when I wanted to blow the bridge, it seemed like we were going to be moving backwards again. It's actually very satisfying that the bridge failed to blow, because we wouldn't have gotten here if it had. Allied supply remains cut off. We have 100 out of 0 progress for the day, and we'll wait to fight again tomorrow. We only lost 3 men, all in one MG42 squad. But we have 37 infantry kills and 4 tanks, so this was a decisive victory. We're looking at 2 new Iron Cross second class medals as well, so let's take a look and see how the men fared in the details. Alright, we kept Brunner back as a reserve, so they have no new stats. Unfortunate, but also at the same time, good strategy. Unfortunately, we actually had a very good squad. They did what they could until they got taken out by the mortars, but they actually have one of the Iron Cross second classes, as well as 12 kills, so double-digit kills. That was amazing. Our reserve, we kept them back as well. We just kept them on hide. That's okay. They didn't do anything, but that was their point. We moved down to the Mark III. We got 3 tank kills from the gunner and a 4th tank kill from the loader. I don't think that's correct because our assistant in the MG42 squad that died, he has a tank kill. So one of those is an assist. We do have 6 infantry kills there and another one of the Iron Crosses. I probably could have used the 234 a little bit more. They do have 4 infantry kills and a few acts of bravery. So they were a good unit. I'm actually really liking that. If I ever do another playthrough, I want to use that car more. We will wrap up this battle with another resounding win. We have some hard fighting ahead as we move back to operations where we haven't been quite as dominant. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out with all the supply disruption that we've created. For now, click the subscribe button and stay tuned for new content. There's a new series in the works that will be starting soon, and of course we will be moving into Close Combat 3 when this concludes. Brunner finally holds Veghel Bridge where he began. So leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.